Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. In today's video, we are going to be looking into the person that you're transforming into. What changes are going to be coming in terms of your life, in terms of your lifestyle, and also personality changes. As usual, you have three piles in front of you. Please pick one that speaks to you the most, and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've picked pile 1, then this is the person that you're transforming into. Now, pile 1, in a way, the way I see this is you are letting go of a lot of past things, okay? Maybe the way you used to behave, the way you used to approach situations, the way you used to react emotionally. That is really changing, because this is almost like the end of the old you and a beginning of a newer one. So you are going to be making conscious efforts towards personal change, but also I see a lot of change when it comes to your diet, okay? If you have been previously like a meat eater, or if you were eating a lot of junk, I see you guys now transitioning towards a more vegetarian diet, towards a more healthy diet, and towards something using which you can take care of your body, okay? You will really pay attention to the well-being not only of your body but that of your mind and soul as well. Now you could be getting into spirituality a lot, and because of your spiritual approach to life, you are really changing, okay? It's almost like, there were certain webs around you that are like moving out, and in that place there is just beauty now, there is grace now, and that is how you are moving forward, okay? But along with that, I see on an emotional level a deep level of acceptance. Like you have come to a realization that you cannot change certain things and you have to adapt to them in your own way, okay? You will probably not really do things the way other people want you to. You'll be doing it your way, but it'll just work right for you, okay? That is what I see. But I think the major change lies in your emotional acceptance and your diet, okay? Those are the really key areas here. Now also there is going to be a huge transformation in the way you dress, yeah? Maybe you are going to be taking up very high quality clothes. You are now going to be taking pride in dressing well. You really want to dress for the society is what I'm getting. You're very concerned about how people look at you, how you approach people. So that is really changing things. Now you may also change your appearance, okay? Now this can be in terms of getting highlights, getting a haircut, taking care of your hair, or taking care of your body. You could actually be scheduling more trips to the salon and really making sure that you're up to date, from head to toe, because that glamour, that intrigue is really playing out in your life. But dressing wise also, I see you guys becoming very particular. But also I see a lot of accomplishments here happening for you, okay? This could be in terms of your work area, like whatever you're doing it so well that people acknowledge your work here. Sometimes this can be in the form of a promotion at work, or just otherwise, people will actually praise you for doing something really well. But there is an atmosphere of celebration here, okay? So whatever you're doing, okay, you are very proud of yourself even though nobody else is proud of you. This could be something as simple like learning something, like you could be learning guitar, you could be learning a language, you could be learning a new skill, and you are getting so much better at it that you yourself feel very proud of you. But there is definitely the achieving of a milestone here. Now there is also a possibility of a wedding here. So maybe for a couple of you, if you are single, that wedding is a possibility, some grand celebration is a possibility. Of course, for a couple of you, this could be like a wedding in a family or some occasion around family that is really happy, yeah? So that is also coming forth for you. Now this is very interesting, okay, pile 1. Now what is happening here is you are almost turning into the hero or the heroine of your life. Like, you realize all the battles that you have in your life, you have to fight them on your own. You are not really going to get any help when it comes to those battles, but you're ready for them. Like, you have all the equipments with you. You realize that you have more power, so you're getting very strong. Okay, like, this strength comes from your mind, and because it comes from your mind, you actually emerge victorious in whatever it is that you want to do. Now, for a couple of you, if you have sort of hidden enemies, there is a possibility you will be able to overcome them, you know. So your enemies, or people who do not really have your best interest at heart, they're not really going to be successful when it comes to causing you harm or coming into your competition, because you do not have any competition. You are the only one who is the person in your story, and nobody else exists. Okay, of course, this could be like a milestone again, reaching at a really good point in your life. So there is personal power here, there is strength here, strength of character, strength of mind, and strength of emotion. So that is the kind of person that you're transforming into. But again, what's really interesting is music, as you move forward, is going to be a very, very important part in your life. You could just listen to music and find that music soothes your soul. For a couple of people, you may actually pick up a new instrument that you want to pick up and learn. This could be something like the guitar, this could be the violin, this could be the djembe, this could be drums. But there is an instrument that you really, really want to play well, or an instrument that if you listen to it, you will feel really good. But your connection with music is going to strengthen a lot, and that connection with music is actually going to heal your soul, is what is coming forth. So I will not be surprised if, you know, there will be a couple of you who will emerge into future musicians here because of your interest in music. But at the same time, you know, your relationship with planet Earth is really, really getting strong. Now, this could be like you could plant a tree for yourself, like taking care of plants, taking care of flowers, taking care of a garden. That is possible, but you are going to have like a huge connection with gardens. There is also a possibility that you may move to a place where you have a garden of your own. You may, you know, sow herbs, you may actually have like plants, you may grow your own food. That possibility is also there. So your connection with planet Earth is getting strong, but along with that, your connection with your family is also going to get stronger. There are going to be deep roots for you right now, and from those deep roots, something very meaningful is going to come up. Now, your relationship with family, with extended family especially, is going to get stronger. For a couple of you, you may actually get in touch with certain relatives that you were never in touch with, or maybe you lose touch with. That may happen, and as a result of this, you know, you may become close to certain family members than you were not, you know. Especially if you were a loner, you did not have time for family, you are going to be having a lot of time for them. Yeah, so that is also coming forth. You're really coming close to your family, but you are also going to learn to work with other people. Okay, you will learn how to work with other people's energies. Like, you will probably understand that, okay, you know, maybe certain things don't work for certain people, and your way is not always the right way. So you'll understand that, and you will sort of make an effort to understand everybody's pattern and work with everybody. So where there previously may have been fights, there may have been misunderstandings, they will be replaced by an understanding. They will be replaced by a collaboration. So you'll actually be working with somebody significant. This could be like a family member, this could be an outsider, of course, you know, a colleague, but working with people is going to have an important impact on your life. Okay, for a couple of you, you may also decide to do something socially. Now, this could be involving yourself in voluntary activities, donating money, donating your time to charity, but involving yourself in something external to your life is absolutely on the cards for you. But you're learning to work with others in harmony is what is coming. Now, once again, I see a connection with spirituality becoming very, very close. Okay, you're probably making dedicated time to your spiritual practice, but along with that, you're also inviting energies into your life consciously. Okay, like you are almost working with spirit in order to manifest a life that is just right for you. So if this is a certain amount of money you want, you're going to work with spirit to manifest that money. If this is a house you want, you are going to work with spirit to manifest that house. But your connection with spirit, with divinity, is going to become very, very strong. Especially if previously you did not believe in something, you may actually believe in that a lot more. But you'll find happiness in that spiritual practice is what is coming forth for you. But again, I see new relationships building for you. Okay, now this could be in the form of friendships or just people who come into your life, but I do see newer people coming into your life, and you are going to be enjoying relationships that are really, really beautiful. Okay, you are going to be turning into a person who enjoys spending time with people, who enjoys spending time connecting with people, and really leaving the other person better than you found them, is also what is coming for you. Now, for a couple of you, you may also like get into a long-term relationship, especially if you're single. Okay, so meeting a potential partner, connecting with a potential partner, and deepening your relationship with that partner is also coming. For a couple of you, this connection can also lead to marriage, so that possibility is also there. But once again, for people who are already married or who are in relationships, I see a certain bit of harmony entering your life, but a little bit remains to be done here, because there is a little bit of distance. So that distance will be capped only if you make that effort yourself, and only if you turn into a peaceful person yourself. So if you want your relationships to get better, you are the ones who are going to be making that extra effort, is what is coming. So you are peaceful, which is why the energy of peace is coming into your life. Okay, so what is going to happen is, as you move forward, whatever you feel inside, that is going to show in your outside world. So inside, if you feel chaotic, that will what show in the outside world. And inside, if you're calm, if you're stable, if you're peaceful, that is going to be showing up in the outside world. But I do see a lot of grounding here, especially with the grounding card present there. But I see your relationships mending. Yeah, previously, especially if they were conflict, you're going to be able to get over anything and everything that was in your path blocking your progress. But you're living organically, you're living life easily, you're doing things just the way you can, to your best of your ability. And that is the kind of person you're becoming. You're very mindful, you're very emotionally sensitive to things, but that emotional sensitivity allows you to grasp your environment and adapt yourself in a way that is just right. Overall, that is what I see for you in the future, in terms of the person that you're transforming into, in terms of what your relationships are going to be looking like, and overall what you are sort of living out in your life. So overall, that is my message when it comes to the person that you're transforming into. As usual, I leave you with nothing but my best blessings and prayers, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've picked pile 2, then this is the person that you're transforming into. Now, for you, pile 2, what I see here is you are finally going to start enjoying life. You are not going to be the person who sort of pushes for certain results, but you are going to be turning into a person who just knows that perfect things are meant to be for them. You are just going to be turning into a person who's just so satisfied with themselves, who's just so satisfied with where they are in their life, that you cannot help but attract amazing things for you. Okay, you are going to be a person who's joyous, you are going to be a person who's content, and you are going to be a person who is very, very much comfortable being in their own skin. Like, you're okay where you are, you know where you're headed, and you're just going to get there at the right time. That is the kind of impression I am getting here. But at the same time, for you, pile 2, you are going to be heading towards mental clarity here. Like you are at a point of time where you will be like, okay, I cannot really, work in an environment where there isn't clarity. You will consciously search for clarity with your own hard efforts, and you are going to be looking inwards, pile 2, for a lot of answers when it comes to your life. So you are almost becoming that hermit. For a couple of you, this could also be like spending time on your own, probably learning a lot, probably understanding your lot, or just doing something that brings you the greatest amount of joy. But the focus is very much as you move forward on personal development. Like you're not so much concerned about the world than you are concerned with your own self. But for you, pile 2, your connection with the ascended masters especially is getting very, very powerful. Okay, so your spiritual life is going to thrive very much. But for you guys especially, you are going to walk a path that is very unique to you. Your spiritual practice is going to be something that is very unique to you, and nobody can replicate that. So you may actually have interest in diverse things. You may actually believe in your own religious system. You may believe in tarot. You may believe in numerology. You may believe in astrology. You may believe in multiple things, and it's all working out for you, and your connection with the spirit realm, especially your ascended masters, is especially very strong for you. And I see that as you move forward, your spiritual life especially is going to bring you a lot of fulfillment. It's going to bring a lot of calm about you, and you're also going to be very comfortable with the way life is unfolding for you, is also what is coming forth for you. Now, I also see you becoming very childlike. Okay, so there is a possibility moving forward you may enjoy little things in life, or you may start doing things that you did as a child and have a really good time in the process. Okay, now you are of course going to be people who absolutely like adore animals, adore spending time with animals, spending time in nature, spending time communicating with nature spirits. That is also there. You may also be people who will probably do a lot with trees, with the elementals. Once again, it's coming forth. You may take care of your own garden. You may want to grow your own garden, or just be around nature. That is the kind of person you're going to be. Your lifestyle is going to be very alternative. Like you may want to go back to your roots, and by roots I mean back to nature, back to spirituality, back to beauty. Those kind of things is what you'll be going back to. But for a couple of you, you may decide to like get a pet, like get a new pet, and develop a communication with them. For a couple of you, a career in animal communication is also possible, or because your intuition is going to be so strong that you intuitively connect with animals. Like whether you've learned animal communication or you haven't, you're just going to be able to communicate with nature. You're going to be able to communicate with trees. You're going to be able to communicate with animals. That is what is coming forth for you. Now, also what's interesting here is, if in the past you avoided problems, now it's going to change. Now whenever a problem comes up, you are going to tackle it head on and not have any problems with it. Okay, so you are also going to be turning into a person who's very confident being who they are, who's very courageous, and who's not afraid to be their own self. And sometimes if you feel like you are getting opposition for the person you are, you're going to be okay with it. You're not going to fight. You're going to peacefully let the other people know your point of view, and if they still disagree, you're going to be like, okay, we'll just agree to disagree. So that is what I see happening for you in terms of your personality. At the same time, I feel like as you move forward, you will not struggle. You'll not be like, okay, I need to do this, or this is not happening, You'll be like, okay, this is going to happen, this is meant to be. You let things move in a much more organic manner, and that is the beauty at which you're moving forward. Okay, and once again, your connection with nature is going to be very, very strong. In some cases, this can also be like you are almost becoming innocent once again. Like you are like, I'm just gonna believe. I'm just gonna believe, and I know my belief will make impossible things happen. And impossible things actually will happen for you. Yeah, that is what I'm seeing here. Yes, once again, your connection with your own self is becoming very strong. Like you don't even have to worry because you're so in tune with what your intuition is saying. You're so in tune with what your spirit guides are saying. And this has happened only because you're so comfortable with being with yourself. You're so comfortable voicing your emotions. At the same time, I also see you financially becoming very strong. For a couple of you may feel like your financial process is slow, but it is going to be slow and steady, but you are going to earn exactly what you need at whatever point you need it. Okay, you are just going to be very, very fulfilled in terms of your needs. Okay, of course you are also going to be spending some money with luxury is what I'm getting here. You may actually buy some new clothes. You may invest in some kind of pieces that are like vintage or something that's really, really expensive here, but that is only because you worked hard for it. Okay, and because you worked hard for it, you are like, I deserve it. And which is why you're going to be spending on that luxury. But money is coming in very, very strongly as you move forward. Now, your willpower is the reason why things are actually working in your favor. There is also a possibility for you, pile 2. As you move forward, you may decide to work very closely with the phases of the moon. But also, I feel like you are going to be respecting the ebb and flow of your own life. Like if you feel like sometime okay, now I'm not in the best of energy levels and I'm just going to relax, those are the times that you're going to be relaxing. And other times, if you feel like you're all ready to work, you are going to be getting down to work and doing things happen. But your life, pile 2, is changing drastically for you. Okay, so especially for you, you may not be able to relate the kind of person you were like maybe in 2020 or 2019, because as you move forward, you would have done so much progress and you would have moved forward in such a rapid manner, like in a way you'll not even recognize yourself. And most of this is happening because of your own strong willpower and your, in a way, surrendering to things. And understand this, anytime a person surrenders and anytime God takes over, brilliant things happen. And I think that is exactly what is happening for you. But also, as you move forward, I see you guys being very busy. Like you'll be doing this, you'll be doing that, you'll be taking care of this, you'll be taking care of that. But all of this you are doing mindfully. Like you probably are going to be turning into people who maintain list, who maintain like, okay, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that, but you're going to be very, very careful. Okay, everything is going to be planned, but you are going to absolutely turn into people who work really, really hard only because they love to do it. So doing what you love is once again the kind of person that you're becoming. Nobody is going to be able to force you into doing something. For you, it is your timing and you're going to be working according to that timing. So that is the kind of person I see you becoming. You're almost leading a very heart-centered life. If things feel right to your heart, you're going to be doing that. And if you feel like, okay, this is not for me, you're not going to go that way. Okay, so overall, that is what I see for you, turning into the person you're meant to be. Yeah, and your connection with ascended masters, super, super strong. That is what I see for you. Now, as usual, I want to leave you with nothing but my best prayers and blessings for a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful future for you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, this is the person that you're transforming into. Now, let's see what's coming forth for you. Okay. Now, for you, pile 3, you are turning into a person who's just beautiful, who's beautiful inside out. Honestly, that is what I'm getting here. You are going to be turning into a person who's learning a lot of lessons from their past. Like you are probably going to acknowledge a lot of mistakes that you made, but you're learning from those mistakes and you're not likely to repeat them ever again, is what I'm seeing here. In a way, there is almost like having a blank slate for you to fill beautiful colors in once again. Yeah, this is like that release. This is like unburdening yourself from things that you've been carrying for a very long time. And your future looks beautiful for you. I really see a lot of beauty. But also, as you move forward, I see money coming in for you. Okay, so money wise, you're going to be very, very strong. But also, you are going to be turning into a person who's allowing grace into their life, who's allowing God into their life, who's allowing gratitude to seep into their life when it comes to every step of the way. Yeah, you're thankful for all the lessons that you've learned, but you're ready to move forward to a beautiful new life, is what is coming forth for you. Oh, yes, and this new life can actually be in a new place for you, okay? So, there is a possibility you could now be involved in like changing a lot of things around your house, like clearing space, like probably giving away old things and making space for newer things to enter into your life. That is what is coming forth, okay? And this is in a way you don't want to associate with your past anymore. You're like, I have done everything I can. And now I want to move on to something interesting, something that really, really lights up my soul once again, something that brings me the greatest amount of happiness. You're moving towards happiness, is what I'm seeing here. Yeah? But you're very much in alignment with what your soul is telling you. Yeah? So keep listening to your inner voice because you're really, really doing the right thing. And giving away a lot, you're giving away a lot. Yeah? And that's making space for a lot of new things. A lot of new relationships also are now going to be coming into your life. A lot of new relationships, especially one which will like really mean a great deal to you. Like this person probably is going to be like a support system for you later on. Those kind of relationship is what I'm seeing here. But at the same time, I also see you like turning into a creative person. Like you'll probably start drawing again, you'll start painting again, you may get into music again, or you may do something that brings your soul a lot of fulfillment. But you're just doing things because you love to do it. You're not doing it because, everybody should have a hobby. You're like, no, I really want to do this. It's been on my bucket list for a very long time. So what is on your bucket list in terms of your creative endeavors? Because that is something I clearly see happening for you. But there is also an element of travel here. So you may be doing a lot of travel in the future. Yeah? And the travel is actually changing you. Your personality is in fact becoming a lot more colorful is what I see here. So you're meeting people, their cultures are influencing you, their thought patterns are influencing you. And there's just this beautiful melange of things, There's just this blending, beautiful blending because of different people coming together. You'll also be, as you move forward, becoming a lot more social. Like you probably will be attending a lot of gatherings. You'll probably be a part of a lot of clubs. Like this could be a book club. This could be like a tea club. This could be different communities where people get together to celebrate something or for a specific cause. That is what I see you doing a great deal in the future. But also at the same time, you are going to be giving a lot. Okay, you'll probably giving your time, you'll give your affection to people who you really want to give your affection and time to. And you're doing this as service because you really want to do something good for somebody. That is the kind of person you're turning into. Somebody who really, really serves with an open heart, with an open soul is what I'm getting here. In a way, it's like, you're doing God's work is what I find, which is very beautiful. So, of course, doing something for the underprivileged or doing something for somebody who has lesser than you is definitely on the cards. But what's interesting is for you, love may be on the cards. So you are going to be turning into a person who's very open to the idea of love. Especially in the past, you may have shut your eyes to it. If you may have shut your mind to it, that is changing. And if you're currently in a relationship, I see a lot of beauty surrounding your relationships. Marriage is absolutely on the cards. If you want it, is what is coming forth for you. At the same time, like I said initially, money is going to be coming in very strong. Like, you're turning lucky. So especially if you are starting any new endeavors in the future, they're going to be turning into a great deal of success, is what I see here. And also, you are going to be taking risk. That is the kind of person you're turning into, is what I see here. There is also a possibility of spending time in nature, like going for a hike, doing something that really, really speaks to you. Yeah. But also, you are entering into a new chapter of your life. That is really strong. And the person that you're turning into, it's almost like, the person that you were. It was almost like over your head, there was a cloud. That cloud would influence your thinking a lot. But as you're moving forward, that cloud has like really, really gone away somewhere. Probably the cloud has given rain as well. And now it's time for sunshine. Now it's time for happiness. Now it's time to invite newness into your life. You're going to become a person who's very excited about very little things in life and who really has a lot of fun doing it, is also what I'm seeing here. But in a way, you are going to be a perfect balance of things. Like, you are going to become a mixture of introvert and extrovert. That is the person that you're becoming, okay? But you're always going to have some kind of communication or the other. So speaking to somebody constantly may happen for you. This could be over the phone, this could be over the email, or meeting people. Like I said, you could be joining book clubs, you could be joining, some kind of community. But that communication thing is really constant. And people brighten up your life, and you brighten people's life. That is really happening. You're going to be having mutually fulfilling relationships now, is what I see. Once again, you have a strong relationship showing up in your life. Okay, and you're also going to be having a lot of new friends, is what I see. Friends who really, really care about you. Friends who have in a way always been there for you. So a lot of old friends re-entering your life and connecting once again, that may happen. And because of which you may turn into a person who's a lot more trusting, a lot more easygoing than what you previously were. Yeah. But you're also going to be turning into a person who's very loyal. Like, you'll never probably do anything that your heart is warning you against. And you're choosing few people, okay? You're like, okay, this is my person. I'm going to stick to this person. Because I know this person has a good heart and I know I have a good heart. Those kind of relationships, those tight-knit relationships, those are showing up in your life as you move forward. But once again, I see you guys being more trusting here. You're like, okay, Spirit has a plan for me. God has a plan for me. So I'm going to work according to that plan, is also what I see. But you're also going to be slightly more careful about trusting people, is also coming forth, okay? You're like, oh, should I trust this? Should I not trust this? There is a possibility as you move forward, because maybe you may move or something, but you're going to be meeting a lot of people. So you're going to take your time getting to know newer people, is what I see. But with people you've already known, you're like, okay, that's it. We are friends for life. That's it. I don't want to think anything else. Yeah, but new people who will come in, maybe via book club, via something, you're going to take your sweet time getting to know them and really connecting with them deeply. Yeah, but you're going to be more trusting of divine than anything else, is what I see. Oh, okay. And you are becoming a person who, with their sheer thoughts, attracts blessings. So super manifestors is what I see here. And especially when a person becomes a super manifester, they have to be very, very careful. Because sometimes the things that you don't want also manifest. But for you, of course, in terms of positivity, there are going to be a lot of blessings showing up in your life. And you are turning into a person who attracts those blessings. And especially for you, I see a presence of a lot of ancestral blessings coming into your life. A lot of family blessings coming into your life. So good time with family. Spending more family time together. Or probably you are going to be turning into a person who consciously makes time for their family. To connect with family, to connect with loved ones. Especially if you've previously ignored that. But family, loved ones are going to be very, very important for you as you move forward. So you're turning into a very interesting person. There are like a lot of dynamics happening here, but each is more beautiful than the other. So I just want to give you my best wishes, pile 3, because this is beauty at its best. There is purity, there is a clean slate, and forward movement with a lot of blessings for you. As usual, I leave you here with nothing but my prayers for a beautiful life and best blessings ever. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.